Hello and welcome to the Rainy Night Listens podcast. I'm Hailey.
And I'm Wyatt, and this is the podcast that you save for a rainy night instead of a rainy day.
Alrighty, today we are going to be discussing the Hollow Earth theory.
Oh man.
I want you to guess what this theory is.
I feel like if I had to guess going off the name, it's probably like... I'm not funny enough to come up with something for this. I was thinking of like chocolate, like, oh, there's no center to the chocolates coming out. I'm like, no, it just wasn't there, Chief.
You know what I have to say about that? Dude, you ruined it.
You prepared? You prepared? I cannot believe
I figured that if you said, is it that the earth is hollow? I was going to say this. If you made a funnier joke than me, I was going to say this. Like, no matter what.
No matter
we had
what.
planned it.
You had a backup plan.
We're going to have the two.
It was going to be this picture. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, well.
The first question that naturally arises is, what exactly is the hollow earth theory? According to Wikipedia, it is a concept proposing that Earth is entirely hollow or contains a substantial interior space. The idea of a hollow Earth has been around since ancient times. Multiple civilizations held beliefs or told stories about an underworld that was housed within the Earth. In ancient Greek mythology and Celtic mythology, there was a belief that there were multiple entrances to caverns or caves that would lead one to the underworld.
Oh.
It was believed that strange animals would come from these openings before returning. And in Hindu mythology, there is an epic that portrays two deities that were taken to the underworld before being rescued and brought back. There is also a tribe in India that believes their ancestors came from some form of a subterranean land within the earth, and similar beliefs are held by the native people of the Trobriand Islands and by some of the native people of the Americas, who all hold beliefs that their ancestors came from a subterranean land.
Wow. I did not realize that there was that many, like, either older civilizations or like mythologies that believed in the fact that the earth was actually hollow or like had subterranean dwellers. That's crazy.
Right? I thought that was super interesting too whenever I was looking this up and was like researching it, because I always thought that it was more of a recent theory that people had come up with.
Yeah.
But they didn't necessarily come out and say the earth is hollow and so that's where our like
It was more like we came from the underground.
Yeah, like it was the underworld. And so it was super interesting.
That is. I like that a lot. I always, like you said, I always thought this was more of like a recent, like, like kind of the same as the flat earth theory, where it was more of a well, I guess the flat earth's been a pretty old one too, actually. I just don't know, man.
Hey, me neither, but we're both learning together.
Yeah.
So. Now, fast forward at least 3 years, if not many more, to 1692, and we land on a gentleman named Edmund Hailey.
Oh.
Edmund was an astronomer, mathematician, and physicist who was very well known for his accomplishments within each of those fields at the time. During this time, it was believed that the density of the moon was almost double the density of the Earth. So, in an attempt to explain this concept, he proposed an idea that the Earth's crust was about 500 miles thick, and housed within the crust were two more shells, and then a solid core in the middle. Interesting,
Sorry.
right?
Yeah, just trying to imagine that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so just hollow spaces in between each of the shells until you get to the core.
That's interesting.
He believed that there were atmospheres within each of these shells, and that each of them had their own magnetic poles, which he used to explain why sometimes compasses gave false or incorrect readings. He also proposed that each of these areas within the Earth were lit in some way, and put forward the idea that the aurora borealis was actually caused by the gases that were escaping these inner atmospheres.
Holy crap! Like he went like deep into this theory.
Yeah, this dude was super smart, and so he went super hard into everything he did. It sounded like.
Yeah, like how, I don't even know how he would come up with this.
Right. In 1818, a gentleman named John Cleves Sims Jr. put forward another idea related to the hollow earth theory. Instead of having 3 shells, though, he believed the earth consisted of 5 shells, and the outermost shell that we all live on was 1,000 miles thick. He believed that there were openings into the other shells that were located at the north and south poles, which would eventually come to be known as Sims holes. He stated,
an unfortunate name.
Right?
I'm sorry, I just
like He stated that these holes would have such gradual openings to them that one might not even know that they had entered one of them if they were sailing.
Oh.
So weird, right?
Yeah, I don't really understand that, but
Yeah. As far as lighting within the shells went, he claimed that the light would come from the reflection of light off of the shell above. And so the light that was coming into through like the Sims hole, the light would reflect in between the shells and light up the interior.
Okay.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. I guess it's a good explanation for how it would be lit up, at least. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. He also stated that these shells would be habitable with a warm climate, and there would be a variety of vegetables and animals living there. He did agree with Edmund Hailey that these shells were the cause of changing magnetic fields over time. And included in his theory was the idea that all planets, meteors, and stars consisted of this array of inner and outer shells.
He thinks that all planets were shaped like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because I guess
if one does it, they all must do it.
Yeah, like it would make sense that everything would have the same form throughout.
Yeah, it
like
just
our galaxy and everything.
It's just how would it hold that shape?
That's one of the big arguments against it, is that gravitational pulls wouldn't allow this type of structure to survive. Everything would collapse in on itself.
Or like, yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'm just trying to think through it in my head, and it's not really working.
Hey, that's okay. A lot of people feel that way about this theory.
That's fair.
In 1885, a book titled Paradise Found, The Cradle of the Human Race at the North Pole, was published by William Fairfield Warren, who was the acting president of the Boston University School of Theology.
Sorry, what year?
In 1885.
1885, okay.
In his book, he lays out his belief that mankind actually originated from the North Pole, and this book has been used by some early believers in the hollow earth theory to say that people actually came to be by coming up from inside of the earth at the North Pole as well.
I think they just believed that the North and South Poles were like gateways to the underworld, because I feel like they were just undiscovered at the time.
Yeah.
So they just assumed that's how you would get to the inner layers of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like like the ocean, you know? Ocean's so undiscovered that you could be like, well, you could probably get into the inner workings of the earth from the ocean. You know, like I understand how they came to those, or how I figure they came to those conclusions, at least.
Yeah. Like without the technological advancements and scientific advancements that we have now, I can see how they came up with what they believed in, because they were using what they knew at the time of the world around them to make these theories and try to explain what they were seeing. Yeah. So I agree with you. I can see how they got to where
they got to.
Yeah. there were multiple books that were written after this that all speculated about the Earth being hollow, but they usually differed in how the interior was actually set up. And some of them even said that this is where UFOs come from.
Oh, Pacific Rim style, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It just came from deep underground.
Yeah.
Or Godzilla. No, Godzilla came from the water, I think. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for that.
One person that proponents of the hollow earth theory point to is a man named Richard E. Byrd.
Richie Bird.
Richie Byrd. Admiral Byrd was a naval officer, aviator, and a polar explorer.
Oh.
He claimed to be the first person to fly over both the North and South Poles. Although this claim has been called into question a few times, nonetheless, it's still a crazy feat to fly
if he
over
did
both.
do it, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And so, like, he was super famous for his exploration and everything that he did. It is said that there is a lost diary of his that tells about a flight to the North Pole he took in he piloted in 1947. According to this story, he reportedly flew into the hollow earth and traveled around 1,700 miles over mountains, dense greenery, and even saw wildlife. He was reportedly greeted by flying machines that told him that because he was such an upstanding person, both morally and ethically, that he was allowed to enter the realm of Agartha.
Agartha?
Uh-huh. Have you heard of Agartha?
I have. I don't remember what it's from, though. Is that Lovecraft? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I could see that. It would make sense.
Where have I heard Agartha from? I don't know.
Well, I could tell you what it is.
Yeah, tell me what it is.
Agartha is a kingdom that is believed to be located inside of the earth. It is said that it is ruled by the king of the world who can actually influence events that take place on the surface of the earth. And there's multiple entrances that are believed to like lead to Agartha. So you've got the pyramids, you've got
Wait, where's the pyramids at?
on the upper right side.
Oh yeah, okay, the Pyramid of Giza.
A mountain in Italy. You've got Kentucky Mammoth Caves.
I was looking at the Rainbow City on the bottom center.
Oh,
I wanna visit Rainbow City. That sounds like a pretty chill place.
I want to drive Rainbow Road.
Spaceship base to and from other galaxies. Cave city of semi-advanced race. What's a semi-advanced race? At the time.
Almost advanced.
Almost.
They're close-ish.
They-
Close adjacent.
They're like us, but they don't have toothpicks. It's just
Darn those
one
toothpicks.
singular difference.
If they could just figure toothpicks out.
They would just be called City of Advanced Race.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I like this, but since whatchamacallit, I don't know. Please continue.
Okay, deal. There was actually a cult called the Order of the Solar Temple.
Solar Temple.
Yeah, that believed in the Grand Lodge of Agartha, which was a group of ascended masters who controlled the world. And as cults do,
Yeah, they all died.
in the 90s, they committed a mass murder-suicide in an attempt to complete the cycle to join the Grand Lodge of Agartha. So people really want to get here,
Yeah.
apparently.
All you gotta do is just follow Admiral Byrd's flight.
Yeah.
Our planes are much more advanced. Just take a cruise line. Not a cruise line. What's a big?
You could take a cruise line if you believe
could.
in
You could just
Sims
cruise.
theory.
You could just cruise right into that bad boy.
You won't even notice.
You won't even
You'll
know
just
you're
keep-
just
it
dipping. You'll just
a
keep
nice
dipping.
little
Yeah.
curve, because that makes sense.
Yeah. The gravitational pull is within the
The crust.
thin crust. Yes.
Yes.
Thin to us, but very thick when put into
To
proportion.
gravity.
The gravity is very strange, but it just works.
If you just think, like, don't think about it,
If you just don't think about it.
the gravity works.
It works.
And you just get pulled in.
It just works.
And then suddenly it's green again.
In fact, one moment you're on water, the next your cruise liner has, just right into green.
Just straight green.
Just straight green.
Ah, not the green. Scientists have tried to bore into the Earth's crust, not necessarily to get to Agartha, but to see how
Lame.
deep they but to see how deep they could go and what they could find.
That is not the inside of the Earth. That is actually a picture of a rusted thing.
You are right.
Okay. Oh, it's the Cola Super Deep Borehole.
Yeah, my
see.
nickname my freshman year of college.
Never. No. What? No.
Oh, sorry, too far. My bad. The deepest man-made hole in the Earth's crust is known as the Kola Super Deep Borehole.
That is just the name. I'm sorry. That's just a crazy name.
Bananas. It reached a maximum depth. I want you to guess how many feet.
Feet?
Yeah.
1236 feet.
1,236 feet.
That is my guess, yes.
Close.
You're gonna just...
40,000.
I did not realize we could go that far into the Earth. That's my bad.
230 feet, or about 7.6 miles deep.
Wow.
For comparison, Mount Everest is 29,032 feet, or about 5.5 miles tall.
Wow.
For even further comparison, Challenger Deep, which is the deepest part of the ocean that is found inside of the Mariana Trench, is 35,876 feet deep, or about 6.8 miles.
Oh my gosh. I did not realize that we had the capabilities of drilling that far
Yeah.
into the Earth.
After reaching these depths in the Earth's crust,
Earth.
How dare you?
Sorry.
Listen, man. I'm struggling over here. After reaching these depths... I hate you
Now
so
nothing sounds right, does it? Now that I said Earth.
You're evil.
I'm gonna make like 80 talking errors in the next video.
I'm gonna point out
you have
every
plenty-
single
I was
one
gonna say,
of
you have plenty of time to get back at me.
On all of my fake accounts that I use to post hate and discontent on our episodes.
20 fake accounts on YouTube that you just crap on me specifically.
Yeah. After reaching these depths in the Earth's crust, the drills began to break and melt because the temperatures were reaching all the way up to 356 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
There have been other projects where people have tried to drill super deep into the Earth's crust and have had to stop because temperatures were reaching up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit.
See, but is that like...
It's really hot.
Yeah. Oh, really? See, but is it like the inside of the Earth was getting that hot? Or is it that, like, there's no way machinery that can go down that far is, like... The amount of torque required, I imagine, is, like, immense. And, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that went down that far into the crust could be, like, regulated when it's, like, so much of it is just... I don't know.
That's fair. I feel like it was
what they mean.
probably a
It's just-
combination. Like, I feel like the deeper you go down, the hotter it's going to be because
Yeah.
you are that deep. But I feel like at the same time
It can't really be
that the
cooled
drill
very well
just
either.
spinning
Yeah,
like that.
like there's nowhere for that heat to go but just
Yeah.
stay. So it's like, is it? hot down there, or is the drill like generating so much heat that can't go anywhere but there?
That's a good question. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'll believe it that it's that hot
That's
down there.
it.
It just makes me want.
Hollow Earth's real.
Hollow Earth is real. Someone's just sitting there with a blowtorch on the inside, like making it really hot so it malfunctions.
Just a little handheld blowtorch.
Yeah, and they just throw rocks at it that can grind up and like take as samples back up,
Yeah.
just to trick people.
Yeah. It's all a conspiracy.
It's
Ah! But this is the picture of the hole.
it looks so small.
They literally just welded it shut because they lost funding to keep doing it, and so
Well-
the project stopped.
So it's just a metal cylinder that goes 40,000
It's just
feet.
yeah, it's just like a welded shut hole that if you got that open, don't try that.
Don't open that.
Don't do that. But literally, you open it, and that's like the deepest hole.
On Earth.
Yeah. Just got a few screws holding it shut.
That is pretty crazy. It's got the same amount of like protections on it as like taking a wheel off a train car. Like it's the same amount. All you need
Is
is
it really?
just. Well, I mean, like I imagine, right? Because like a yeah. Well, I mean the bolts would be on the other side, but like a trackmobile,
That's
it's
crazy.
like just a bunch of bolts. Like that's
All you need
you
is
just
some
take the
power
wheel
tools.
off of it. Yeah.
And then
That's
just-
crazy. They just bolted it shut. Like deepest hole on Earth. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 bolts. 12 bolts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah. I mean, what are people gonna do with the deepest hole on Earth? What are they gonna do? Dig? They can't.
Nerds.
Nerds. Like, come
It's already been done. Grow up.
on. Grow up. It's crazy though.
Mm-hmm. And now it's time for Hagen's historical word of the day.
Hagen.
Hagen. Hagen. Hagen. Hagen. Hagen.
The eye contact.
Divine.
Divine.
Ooh.
I like that word. I like that word a lot.
Speaking of divine, I want to play divinity.
Peak. I'm just kidding.
Peak.
And this is what modern day scientists believe is this one, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
How do we actually know the Earth isn't hollow?
We don't.
That's the end of this episode.
That's it. Roll credits.
We don't. See ya. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Don't come back. I'm just kidding.
Ever.
No, come back for the other videos. Don't come
Please.
back asking about Hollow Earth. We won't answer any more questions.
Nope. This is it. We'll start by looking at the structure of our planet. The Earth is composed of a few different layers. These layers are the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. There's also transitional layers in between.
But they're just like simplified to these, right?
Yeah. The crust is anywhere between 3 to 40 miles deep, with the thinnest parts being located at the ocean floor. Which I just want to say how insane that is, because that means that if they would have been drilling at the bottom of the ocean, they would have reached the mantle.
That is crazy.
Like,
With how deep
they would have
got.
doubled how deep they would have needed to drill.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
The mantle is the largest layer of the Earth and is approximately 1,800 miles thick. It is made of
Wow.
very hot and dense rock that flows similarly to how asphalt would flow, and ranges in temperature from 1,600 to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Holy crap.
This slow flow is what causes the tectonic plates to move. And then the outer core is believed to be around 1,400 miles thick and reaches temperatures between 4 to 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It is believed that it is composed of mainly liquid iron and nickel. The inner core is believed to be around 800 miles thick and reaches temperatures of around 9,800 degrees Fahrenheit, and is highly compressed, so is not able to move like the other interior layers.
Yeah, because it's like so hot that it's molten, but the gravitational pull on it is so heavy that it's not molten like
yeah,
that, right?
and like the pressure from all of the other layers of the Earth,
just
like
shoving down on it.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So how do we know this?
Yeah. How do we know this?
That's a good question. Interestingly enough,
Oh, do you have the answer?
mayhaps. One way is through the study of earthquakes. Scientists measure the seismic waves that are released when an earthquake occurs to study the way they move through the earth. By studying these waves, they are able to imitate the waves on a smaller scale and are able to tell the thickness and density of the different layers that make up our planet.
Oh.
Gravity also plays a role in this. Scientists have measured the force of gravity on the surface of our planet and have compared it to estimations they have based on the size of our planet. And they found that the force of gravity on the surface is much lower than the force inside of the planet. And if the Earth were hollow, the opposite would actually be true.
Yeah, it'd be denser where there is thick ground, right? Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
In addition to this, the pull of gravity wouldn't allow for a hollow Earth because of the pressure from our planet's rotation. The Earth would basically collapse in on itself if it were, in fact, hollow.
Gotcha.
A hollow Earth also wouldn't support the tectonic plate structure of the Earth's crust, and volcanic activity wouldn't really be possible because volcanic activity is mainly driven by internal heat and pressure that would not be there if the Earth was hollow.
Gotcha. Okay. I was wondering how they came up with the layers of the Earth, like what brought them to that conclusion.
Yeah, so I guess the readings that they do on the waves that come off of earthquakes, like they can sense them on different parts of the world, even if the earthquake didn't happen in this country, but it happened in another country across the world from it, they can still pick up the seismic waves from that earthquake because they've traveled through the earth to where they're at.
Where they came out.
And so they're able to read how long it takes them to get to them and different things like that. I'm not an expert on it, but they're able to read the waves and then put it through like a computer modeling system and kind of tell what or how thick the layers are and everything.
That's pretty interesting.
That's what I thought too. I'd never even thought about the fact that it makes sense that you'd be able to pick up earthquakes on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, but they'd be way weaker.
Yeah. So, theories about the Earth being hollow have been around for ages, but modern science has shown that it is simply not what the interior of the Earth looks like. But it would be really cool if it did, and it's a really fun one to talk about.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
it'd be cool for aliens to be coming up from
the hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came up and they taught the Egyptians how to build the pyramids, and then they went back down, and that is all they did.
That was their purpose.
That was their purpose.
Specifically
isn't that like,
for that one thing.
Wasn't that like a popular theory? Is that
Yeah.
aliens taught them how to build the pyramids?
Yeah. It's
Poor
not
Egyptians. They don't get credited for their work.
I know. I'd be so mad.
Yeah. This marvel of architecture at the time, and then people later are like, they had help.
They weren't smart enough to be
They
able to
couldn't
do this.
do that.
Yeah. I'd be furious. I'm furious for them.
I'm mad on their behalf.
But yeah, what do you think about the Hollow Earth theory?
I like it a lot. I like seeing the pictures and the theories. Even if scientists disprove it, I still like hearing about it. Every theory, everything in someone's mind, the gears in someone's mind working hard. And it's always fun to see what people think, believe, and come up with.
I agree. I feel like it was really fun to really look into it because I'd heard it talked about in passing, but I'd never actually taken the time to look deeply into it to see where it stemmed from, and so it was really interesting to be able to actually learn about it and see where people would have come up with.
Yeah, and what they thought originally.
Yeah.
Because I never knew that they thought that the North and South poles were gates to
Just
the inside
open.
of the Earth. Yeah, they're just open holes in the Earth.
Yeah. It's super interesting. But that is all that I have got.
Oh.
So until next time, bye.
Bye.